Hi guys, and welcome to another day in Midsummer. Today we are going to be spending some time with Belinda Crumplebottom. She is one of the Crumplebottom sisters that came with Moonlight Falls, and Belinda here, she owns the bakery. And today we are going to be spending a day with Belinda in her workplace. And Belinda, she's actually a new resident to my hood. She was in the townie pool, and then when the new bakery set came out, I really wanted to try out having a bakery in my hood. So I made a search using a master controller to see, do I have any sims who are female, young adult, and they had to have the cooking trait. And Belinda was one of 11 sims that showed up on that list, and that's how she got selected. And I did originally move her sister in with her, but the younger sister, she just interested in acting, so I don't know, didn't really feel like playing her, so I sent her back to the townie pool. And okay, cat is distracting me. Okay, now he went away. So I sent her back to the townie pool, but because Belinda's social trait is traditional, I am going to have her invite her sisters over for dinner on Saturday, even though they do not get along at all. And then Belinda's other sister, the older sister, just have to check her name, she was also with a B, Beatrice. She actually, I had her living with Belinda for over a sim week, but they do not get along. And then I thought, okay, I don't really enjoy playing her that much, so she moved with I'm sorry, I'm so bad with names. Let me see. No, she actually she moved in with Gabrielle Crumplebottom, who is the daughter of Agnes and one playable I had. So they are like cousins, but Gabrielle, she has a bed and breakfast, so sims who are not maybe that interesting, or they need some time to like collect money or something before they can afford their own apartment. So she has this kind of like, she rents rooms in her house, but I haven't played her yet. She lives here. Oh, and it's Hurst household because her father, Gabriella's father, was called Hurst. And this here is our bakery. It's called the Bakery Corner, even though it's not on a corner lot. But we could actually follow Belinda as she goes to work. I didn't give her a makeover. This is how she looks when she comes from Moonlight Falls, but I don't actually do like her look, so I didn't change it. All these kids, they are driving to school. So let me give you a little bit of tour of this bakery lot. This is actually going to be 2 bakeries eventually, but currently it only has this one bakery, and this bakery is for baking only bread. And here in the upstairs we have this is where she bakes, and a little bit of a corner so she can have a meal if she's hungry. And oh, Gabrielle is here. She knew we were talking about her. And this is the bakery lot. All these items here actually, well, almost all of them are just decorative bakery items. This here, this is actually where I sell the foods, and these are all breads that she has been doing with the new bakery set that came in the store. And there is like, it wasn't easy to get this bakery running, so I'll have to explain some of the things that I had to do, and some changes that I had to do for my Savvier seller mod to make the running of the bakery easier. And here are some of the sandwiches from around the Sims 3. Actually, I'm thinking now that I might have still one bug here. Or maybe I don't. Because I had a bug earlier where because of the changes I did, was that these, when I was restocking things on the shelf, they would go on the floor, but I guess these are okay. But I did notice that sometimes Sims will actually take food from here and eat it without paying. So, hungry people. So, so these are the things she has baked, and these are from around the Sims 3, some sandwiches. And everything else is decorative. And this is actually the produce stand mod, and I cloned this object from the EA store set because I really liked it, and then just changed the object ID so it is pointing to my code instead of EA's code. And there are instructions on the Savvier seller mod page how you can do this, and I can't release these because they are EA items, so that's kind of illegal. But of course, if you own the set, you can do with them what you want. And basically you don't need the EA bakery set to run a bakery with my mod. The only reason I have this oven here is that I really wanted to have the new foods that came with the mod. So let's start. Some of the changes I have done to the Savvier seller mod is that this open and close shop thing, I did have it, I think, in the previous version, but it wasn't working very well. But now it does work better, so that even if you have a sim who is hired to run the store and you close it, the Steam will stop working. It didn't work so well in my previous version. But anyhow, the reason I have this shop closed was that yesterday Belinda basically spent the whole day in the upstairs of her shop, and she was just baking stuff. I wanted her to have more inventory. And when I was originally playing this with this mod, what I did was that, because Sims, they buy so fast that they would come and buy and then pay and leave, and then new set of customers would come in, and it was really hard to keep up with with all the the sales and the inventory. So what I originally had was that I had enabled restock craftable, and this means that when a sim bought an item, it was actually restocked from buy mode. So okay, let's see. For example, this is garlic bread and I'm out of stock. But if I enable restock buyables and then I click, it is stockable again, because this is going to create a new set of garlic bread. I don't have to have it in my inventory. But now that I have done some changes to my mod, I do want her to sell items that she only bakes herself. So if you want to have a non-controllable sim run a bakery, you can just put the foods in here and then enable restock craftable, and then this bakery will always have food in it. But let's get in. This is going to be a long video, and I'll probably have to put it in 2 parts, because I will probably have to explain some of the changes I have to do to the mod. Now yesterday I had trouble getting into my bakery because it was full of customers and they were blocking my door, so so we need to make some bread. We were doing I just need to check how much I have. I try to keep so that I have 10 of everything. But I don't. Cheesy wheat bread. So what was I doing? White bread. So let's make and then I want these ones. And let's do only these ones today. I'm hoping I can get her make 10 breads, not 10 breads, I mean 5 breads before her shop opens, because her shop doesn't open until 12 o'clock, so that I can have a little bit of time every day to, you know, make new stock and bake more bread for the inventory. And one of the annoying thing about the EA, well, it's not exactly the EA, you know, bakery set, but it's just that thing that EA had made that made running a bakery really, really hard, was that these items, you know, the baked goods like you have here, they actually would disappear at 3 o'clock in the morning, and that was because EA has some code running in the background that cleans the lots at 3 a.m. and if you own the lot, then the items are not they don't disappear, you know, all the food items, they wouldn't disappear. But if you were playing another sim, even though you had some other sim owning the lot, the food would still disappear. So I actually had to make a little bit of change to the mod of randomness, and I will be uploading the new version of this mod as well. And what I did was that I made a new interaction in here in the settings, and it's called lots, and now it's enabled the slot alarms. But what this does is that you can specify here lots that you want to, you know, like preserve, so that the EA code doesn't affect them. And basically what this mod does is that at 2:58 in the morning, it will take these slots and change, well, it doesn't actually change the lot ownership, but it makes so that the active sim, or active household, owns the lot that you want, and then like 1 minute after 3 o'clock it will reset the lot ownership like as it was before this code ran. And what that means is that no matter what family I'm playing, at 3 o'clock when the EA code is running, the cleaning code, the lot is going to be owned by the active household, which means that, you know, all the foods that you bake and put on display will not disappear. So you only have to add the lots that are bakeries to this list. But I actually also added Emmaline's shop there, because I noticed that Sims were eating food and leaving their plates around, and I want her to clean them. I didn't want her to get a free pass. Okay, so I have been talking so much and it's only like 10 o'clock in the morning. I also have this oven here, because there are actually breads in here. So, okay, I don't know, did I mention, but this bakery only sells bread in this, well, this bakery only sells bread, and Belinda, she doesn't own the lot, she just, you know, uses my mod and, you know, fake owns it, because I want the freedom of not having to spend her money when I'm maybe decorating or doing changes. And then this here is going to be another bakery, but it's going to be a much bigger bakery. And I'm most likely going to add the oven here, so that Sims can actually eat the baked goods. So it's kind of like a restaurant bakery thing, but I don't have anybody who is going to run it, so that's why it's empty for now. So this is she's very, very strict about her shade and her skin color being very white. She's very sensitive to the sun. Well, she's an ex-vampire, and this is actually some food that she had bought in my bakery. and she's eating them. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit because actually I'm going to close the shop until I have done those five breads. Okay, bake faster, my dear. Even though you close the shop, it doesn't affect that Sims come to the lot. It just affects that they can't buy food from you or anything from you while the shop is closed. And then I'll just open it when she's done baking. Ah, we got to level 10. Okay, so now there is the whole process of how do I get the food from here to her inventory so I can add it to the inventory of the shop. And because you can't, the grab and drag thing hand is not working when you cook in the community lot. So this is basically EA thing that I'll have to use the buy mode, and I have this one shelving in here. This is also from the EA bakery set, but I just cloned it and changed the code so it's pointing to my code instead of the EA code. And this here is linked to this registry, and this register is closed, and the reason they are linked so that I can put the food in here, but Sims will never want to buy it because it's always going to be closed, like as you can see. And the reason this is 0 simoleons is that I have my markup for this item is for 0. And I have the one change I did, well, this is change I did using EA code that I actually took the idea from EA, is that food has 0 simoleons value, but when you add it to this shelf, it will calculate a value for it, and it's still using let me show you. It's still using this serving price setting from my mod, is that it's 10 simoleons per serving, and then I calculate how many servings you have depending on how many servings you actually have on the plate. So if a sim eats 1, then the price will be lower. And so this is only like 0 simoleons, and it's linked to this register that's always closed. And then I added this one interaction to take all items, and it will actually add it to her inventory. And also, this is also from EA code, is that when you now put, in buy mode, you put the items into this shelf, it will disable the spoilage completely. So you no longer have to, put in the inventory and then select unspoil. But I did keep this option here in case you want it. So running a bakery is now easier because you just have to put the items here and then select take all and then just put them into the bakery's inventory. And let's restock that one item. Actually no, let's open the shop and 10 register. And you need to stop playing because he's blocking our register. Actually, you could restock this one. So I hope my explanation on how to use this mod with the new changes wasn't too complicated, because I felt like I had this clear idea in my head how to explain it, but of course when I'm recording I completely forget what I was supposed to do and say. But there are still some problems. Well, features. I'd rather call them features. Can't you talk to somebody? Do you need... Talk to your future friend until somebody buys something from you. Well, there is some features that are still broken in this mod. For example, if the sim doesn't have any money, of course they cannot buy, that's normal, but they also do not go around and browse. I wish they would browse around. Okay, and this is a new change I made, because you know I complained that Sims, they buy too fast, that is, they just come in and grab the item and then they are ready to pay. But that was too fast, so now Sims spend anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes shopping. And just look, forget this guy, I want to show the meter. So this meter, it just tells you how far along the sim is in the shopping process, and there is still no like thought behind the shopping. Like after this meter runs out, they will going to buy, so there is no option that they stop buying. And I do want to add a thought process to this mod, but this is going to be another version. This time around I just wanted them to, you know, shop a little bit slower. And actually I wanted this to be green, this bar, but I couldn't. First I thought that okay, there is no green bar in this game, but there is actually, and that's when Sims are reading a book. And then the bar, the thought bar here is it's green, but I don't know from where in the code this actually is set, because I couldn't find it. So for now it's going to be blue, but maybe in future versions it's going to be green. Okay, you need to stop chatting, your customer is waiting. Or maybe she'll stop soon. Okay, now you have to stop. There are still no animations, like any special animation for the sim when they are tending the register. It's just the EA animations, which are really dull. But I did add animations for the sims when they are paying. It's not the most perfect animation, but it works for now until I find something better. I have had suggestions that I could use the animations when sim are using the paying bills with the mail, but I haven't managed to get that to work, so that's why I haven't been using it. But I don't know, I can fiddle around with this mod later and then maybe find an animation that works better. The animation you saw, that's actually from I think it's also from university, and I think it's something about the protest where you give a leaflet to some other sim. I just changed the leaflet to money. She's losing money when she restocks because these are buy mode items. He's Michael Bachelor. He's flirting around with this young woman here, and he has a wife and like 27 kids or something. Okay, it's not 27, but it does feel like it's overwhelmingly many kids. Okay, I don't have anybody. So this is the thing I wanted with this having Sims spend more time shopping, is that it gives me a break. Then it's you know, I have time to restock and I have time to maybe chat with somebody. Do you want to do? You can restock that. If you're wondering why I have this produce stand mod in here, it's because before I figured out that I could actually do the change to the mod of randomness and fix the issue of the food disappearing when this was when she was not the active family, was that I was thinking that I would, when I'm playing other households, she would actually sell the food through this stand instead of the bakery. But no, let's go to Joanne's party. Why not? She's really good friends with Joanne. One customer. She's really good friends with Joanne, and but then she invited him over for some dinner, and then he was just criticizing her and being an ass. So, so maybe this is his way of apologizing, that he invites her to his party. And I never actually considered that Joanne is actually a player, but he was being friends with her while he was sending love letters to her sister, even though I have the mod that disables love letters, so he still managed to sneak one in. But she really does not get along with her sisters, so it's going to be like interesting to see how their family dinner goes. Actually, I want to close this shop today a little bit earlier because I want her to go and buy more items for her garden. Even though I closed the shop, Sims will not stop buying. They will finish their buying and then pay, but this new Sims will not start, buying until I open the shop again. Oh, come on. Only have like an hour left before the other shop closes. Okay, so this was our bakery, and this here is Emmaline's garden shop that she sells all the plants. This is basically like all the plants in this build mode, except of trees and the two ugly flowers from this new store set that came this spring. And basically I want Sims to buy their own plants, so that when I am decorating the outside of their house, their garden, I can use the plants that they bought. What is she? I hope she doesn't buy this one, because she already bought this one yesterday. And the reason I'm not directing her to buy, because I want her to, choose what she wants in her garden. I know it's random, but still, it's more fun when the Sims chooses. I wonder where she's going. So what did she buy? She bought some tiny flower. And okay, the bush is in the way, but this is another change I did to the mod, is that now you actually, when you are selling buy mode items, you do get, how to say, in the first version of this mod, even though you were charged for restocking buy mode items, you didn't get this restock item, because I had some issues with the coding. But then I fixed those bugs, so now when you are having buy mode, when you are selling buy mode items, you actually get a restock sign that you can restock. And we need to pay for our flour. That was a horrible explanation. Sorry about that. And then we need to go to our party. And this this slot here, this is actually also going to be the subject of the next Let's Play I do. We are going to be playing Emmeline and, you know, spend a day running her flower shop. But now we need to know when the party is starting. Well, I guess not now. I didn't check when it was starting, so I have no clue. But we should get the notification. We need to go. This is what she bought yesterday from the shop. I sent her to Emmeline's shop just so she can buy something. I was thinking that I hope she doesn't buy this one because her lot is so small, but of course she bought that one. But we could check what she did buy today. These are her old shrubs that I... Old shrubs. How am I going to put this? I was hoping she would buy flowers. I'm going to... I don't want that old shrub there, so maybe we are going to buy later a little bit more of these so that it you know, it looks better. I don't want you to eat because you are going to a party, but you could maybe take a small nap. Her house is very boring. She did get curtains yesterday. Oh, also I forgot to show you one thing in the bakery. Because as I told you, she doesn't own this lot. It's just a normal community lot. But I did give her this from my tax collector mod, this object, and this is how much she needs to pay. It's like 100,000 simoleons, and that's basically how much loan I pretend that she took for this bakery. And the person who is going to be running this bakery, because it's so much bigger, they're going to take a loan of 250. So of course there is no restrictions, not restrictions, I mean words are not my friend today. Nothing is going to happen if she never pays this amount, but I want her, you know, to pay it so that I can pretend that she actually, you know, earned her bakery, because now all these items, they are for free for her because this is just a normal community lot that's not owned by anybody. And I'm not going to update the mod yet. I do want to test a little bit more, and then after I do the video, probably next Thursday, about Emmeline's shop, that's when I'm going to update both the Savvier seller mod and then the mod of randomness, so you can have the option to save the lots as I have been doing in my game. Okay, where is the party starting? Is there even like the party thing here? No. This is where Juan lives. It's like a really, really tiny railway shack. And Midsomer, the town, it wants to, you know, delete this, buy it from him and destroy it because it's so ugly. Well, it's ugly at the moment it will render. So just let's wait a moment. This is a downloadable lot I got from somewhere, and it's really, really pretty. I like it. Game, you're so slow today. Come on, render faster. It's like this is not rendered, and I think this is not rendered yet. But anyhow, this shack, it's called the railway shack. It's just opposite the railway station. That's currently empty. Well, except for my runaway teen. Poor thing, she's homeless and she's a teenager. Look at how sad she is. She's taking shelter from the railway station. Well, in the railway station. So this is my railway station. Most likely I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to run it, but most likely there will be a little cafe and maybe a shop that sells souvenirs or something. And there was actually one simmer. She was like ages ago when I have to remember her name. Jade Elliott. I don't remember if anybody's old enough to remember her, but she actually had this idea that she had posters of different places that Sims can visit, and then she had them on sale, and then she would check that who has bought which poster, and the more posters you had in, for example, for one country, that's the place that your sim would then travel to. So she kind of like let the sims decide where they want to travel. And I might actually do something like that, that I could sell something that I could say that this is telling me that the sims want to travel to China or to some other place. But you know, it's currently empty. I don't have money to, or I don't really have a reason to build it yet, so okay, since it's a library lot, that's why she was there. I need to change the lot type. But now where's the party? Oh, this is really boring. I want to go to the Juan's party, but it's not showing up. Ah, now. Yes. Now we need to go to Juan's party. Still says only like household. Yes, attend party. And because why not? Let's follow her through town as she drives to Juan's party. I have no idea what the type of party outfit she has. I actually don't know how these Crumplebottom people and then Agnes Crumplebottom are related. I haven't never checked actually, like from the wiki. I should, so I know that are they cousins with Gabrielle. Well, I know she's hungry, but maybe Juan has made some food. Juan, you have a really lame party, and it has lights. Turn out the lights, all lights. I don't see any. Well, she has some lasagna in her, but I can't place it in Juan's slot. Stupid restrictions. I really don't understand why he always has these restrictions. And it's really bothering me that the lights are not working. Maybe Juan didn't pay his electricity bill. It's a crazy thing. His son. That's a great party, Juan. You don't even have music. Oh no, he's making food. Or not. This is like the lamest party ever. That's so gross, because think about it, Juan is like a crazy old man who I don't think bathes very often, and then to go and sleep on his bed, I wouldn't do it, because I don't think Juan ever changes his sheets. This is really boring. Juan, you suck. I don't know, let's say something nice and leave. I'm thinking we should maybe go and buy some... Okay, let me buy some wine for our dinner tomorrow. Stupid lot rendering wrongly. Actually, this is not wine. This is hard liquor. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this this issue here with these bushes that I can't remove them for some reason. Stationary sim. Why is my game so slow now? I'll tell him later. Or maybe I should, you know... Okay, I want her to choose which booze she wants to serve her sisters tomorrow, because there is no wine in my hood right now. Anything? Anything? She's confused with all these. She's not really the hard liquor type, but I don't want her to offer something to her sister. Ah, come on, don't eat. You just ate. Okay, maybe booze is the wrong thing. Actually, this was something I was supposed to do earlier. I wanted to make... Let's make Parmesan pie, and then I can take that home for tomorrow's dinner. Okay, now we are not following her, just fast, fast, fast. This slot type is a small market, so it ensures that you have always a little bit of customers on the lot. Okay, now we need to just... It doesn't bother me that this pie here is never going to go bad at all, because I remove the spoilage alarm when I put it in here. I think it's just better this way, that when your Sims buy food, okay, you can feed your grandchildren with them like 20 years later, but at least it doesn't have like Sims inventory full of bad food. That would be like worst. Tomorrow we need to clean up these plates. People have been eating. So just I'll let her go home, and then we can finish our episode. And the next episode is going to be about Emmeline and her shop. So this was a day with Belinda. I hope it was understandable, because I was explaining so much about the mod and the changes I did to it. And I will update this mod later next week, probably on Thursday, because I have a day off on Thursday because of 1st of May. So I hope you had fun watching, and see you next time.